1 Corinthians 10:31. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God.
It is about time to get married now, because we don't want to end up getting tempted and sin outside of marriage.
I agree with you, babe. We need to get married fast. Before we lose control of ourselves outside of marriage. We are in trouble, Sam. How do we explain at church that I am pregnant yet we are not married? What will people say? How will they look at us?
I am trying to think.
You better think fast because we will be exposed.
At this point, to protect ourselves, we need to get married, and we better do that sooner. There won't be more questions once we get married.
Yes, because this will not be good for the image of church.
Now we are sorted. I will have a chat with our pastor. We are now ready to get married.
How is the marriage counseling going, my husband?
It is going very well, darling. But sometimes it is hard being a pastor because if people come to me saying they are ready to get married, I can only advise them, but I will not tell them what to do. Even if you see red flags, sometimes you can only advise, not decide on their behalf.
I understand that, my husband. Especially nowadays, most people are in love with the idea of wedding. They are not really ready for marriage. They fail to understand that wedding is an event, but marriage is a lifetime commitment. That is why most people spend more money on the wedding that they don't have enough money to start their family. Everyone wants a beautiful wedding and they spend more than necessary on it.
That's true. Most people get married out of their selfish motives rather than glorifying God. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Now we are married, we are free to do whatever we want to do.
Yes, my husband.
10 years later.
Just get out of my way.
There is no need for you to do all this. Our son is in the house. We cannot keep on fighting like this.
I am tired of pretending. You trapped me by getting pregnant and I had to marry you. I lost out on living my life because of you.
That is not true. Both of us sinned and got intimate before marriage. You are the one who decided to marry me because you wanted to cover the shame. Why does it seem like everything is my fault now? I did not force you to sleep with me. We were in agreement.
You tricked me, witch.
Why are you insulting me like this? I am aware of that young girl you are dating at church. Don't you think you have embarrassed me enough?
Stop interfering in my business.
Last time I checked, you were my husband.
Stop talking back at me. Is everything okay, mother? I heard noise.
Everything is okay, my son.
What are you doing here? Go back to your room. Now. I am going.
Are you not going home? You should get going. Your wife is waiting for you at home.
I will rather stay here and work. Honesty.
Talk to me. What is bothering you, man?
I don't want to lie. My wife is a good person, but I feel like I got married earlier. You know, us as Christians, we need to marry first before we get intimate. I think I married out of lust. I wanted to get intimate with her and the solution to that was to marry her. You know, it was months after we slept together that I realized there was nothing more between us beside the desire of yearning to satisfy our physical desires. How do I deal with all this? She did nothing wrong, but I can't stand her anymore.
So what are you planning to do?
I don't know. All I know is that I cannot stand her anymore. I get so angry when I see her. I feel like she robbed me of my joy of being with someone I love. Sometimes I wish that she said no when I said we should get married.
I feel your frustration, but I don't know how to advise you. All I can say is that everything that is happening is not her fault. You took decision together, so there is no need to get angry with her.
Mother, I hardly see Daddy. He comes back late and leave earlier before I woke up. What is happening with him? Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. Darling, your father loves you very much. He has been busy with work, but he will make time for you. My love, you are back. I have been waiting for you. I cooked your favorite meal and I bought this dress just for you. How do I look in it?
I had a long day at work. All I want is take a shower and sleep.
Please, my husband, spare some time for me. Even your daughter was complaining that you don't spend time with her anymore.
I am busy, don't you get that? And I am tired for this nonsense you are starting now.
Should I dish up for you?
I am not hungry.
Before you decide to get married, Make sure that the main thing for that is to glorify God. Don't get married just so you can have sex without feeling guilty. Don't get married because of age. Don't get married to please people. Make sure that your marriage is built on a firm foundation, which is Christ. If good foundation was not laid, it will show up sooner or later and you will feel the heat.
Mother, I want out of that marriage. That man abuses me.
My daughter, marriage is not easy. You cannot just pack and leave when the going get tough. You loved each other before. I am sure you can still fix things.
I doubt that we ever loved each other. The foundation was not godly.
What do you mean? Because I believe he loved you because he waited for you until marriage.
He never waited, Mother. The reason we got married was because I was pregnant already and we wanted to cover the shame.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have talked you out of it. That is not a good way to start marriage.
I was ashamed to say it, Mother, but right now I need support. I am going through a lot already.
Stop. What if your wife sees us?
Don't worry yourself about her.
What do you think you are doing? How could you cheat with our neighbor? I saw you kissing her in the car.
That is none of your business, and please let this be the last time you raised your voice on me. Get out of my way.
Consult with God before getting married. Don't walk with your own strength. Remember, marriage is more than about satisfying your sexual desires, but it is about serving and glorifying God together. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. God bless you.